Woo!
We are here with RKT Real Estate Finance in the building. Yeah.
Going on.
So today's topic is what got you here is not what's going to keep you here. So what's that about? Go in. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So in general, there's just different levels to things, right? And like what the title is, what gets you here is not going to keep you here. Thinking about it from like a perspective of, let's say if somebody gets a job, right? They get hired. Credentials that got you hired is not going to be the same credentials that's going to get you promoted to the next level, right? So you have to be constantly evolving, especially if you have goals for yourself. You have to keep growing and evolving and have something in place, a structure in place to get you to the next level. Even and that goes across the board for anything.
Right.
Even with entertainment, there's different levels. Like what made you $100,000 as an entertainer is not going to be a million. You have to know what the proper steps are to get to that next level. And for every scenario, every situation is case by case. It'll be different, So people have to just understand it from that perspective.
Right. Now that's real shit. I think, I think that's a hard concept for people to understand because sometimes what happens is that when you get to a certain level, you could sort of coast, but then in order to get to the next level, you might have to do something different than what you've been doing. And you got to ask yourself, okay, are you ready to take it to that next level? You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes people, even when it comes to like business and stuff, a lot of times, let's say a person is making like 6 figures in their business, but they're like, oh, I want to make like, at some point, like millions and millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. That's a whole other situation. You're gonna have to probably hire some more people. You're gonna have to expand it a bigger thing. And then that's, so it's not, you can't do the same exact thing and then you're making $1 bazillion because that's just more shit coming in, which you're gonna need more help to get that shit going. You see what I'm saying?
I was just that we need a secretary. Like we don't have one, but we're gonna need one soon.
Right.
Because the workload is getting heavy and it's only but so much me and him could do. So even for us to take it to the next level, we have to like you said, hire some help. Get someone that's gonna help us with this process.
Right.
Real shit. So Rashidi, what's your thoughts on all that stuff?
Yeah, man. I'm in agreement, man. I mean, whatever you took to get you to the place you're at, you're gonna need more work. I mean, nothing you.
Oh, did he freeze?
It's gonna be a standstill. It's constantly growing. Nothing stands. I'm freezing.
No.
Yeah, hear me?
Keep talking.
Yeah. No. So what I was saying is that nothing where you get nothing that you do is you're gonna stay in the same spot. At no point in time in life do you stay at the same spot and nothing that you do. So people got to get out the mindset of staying at the same spot. A lot of times people get a job and like, yeah, I got a job, I got a good paying job, and then want to stay at that job, stay at that position, and think things are gonna change or things are gonna get better. No. You got the job. Now you got to work a little bit harder. Now you got to find out what are the credentials to get that promotion, like Kayleen said. Now you got to figure out what else it takes to get to another level. You can't stay at that same position or else you're going to at the same time. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people get comfortable because they do what they got to do to get to where they need to get to. And they're like, oh, I'm going to take a break. Like Mr. Locario said, people try to take a little time off, get a little complacent. Then it's like, now I'm stuck. But you always got to keep doing stuff to keep moving and keep pushing forward at the end of the day.
Facts. Real shit.
I mean, no, go ahead, Caleb.
No, I mean, especially because at the end of the day, everybody wants to make more money. Everybody wants to increase their income to help live out their financial goals and dreams. But that only happens through evolution. I think that a lot of times when it comes to people staying stagnant, like Rashidi was just saying, it's a level of comfortability. I think people have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the way that will grow. You have to kind of force yourself and put yourself in a position to be a little uncomfortable, because if you don't do that, there's nothing that's going to change. Hence, you won't surpass a certain level. And for some people, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But for people who do want to excel and make it to the next level, they have to know that they have, like I said, you have to put certain things in place. And you call RKT Real Estate Finance to help you out with that, to put yourself in a better position to get yourself to the next level.
Oh shit, my man Kayleen getting smooth with the. Yeah, man. Precision smoothness. You know, yeah, nah, it's a very profound concept that a lot of people don't get because you don't realize how much evolution you have to do internally to really get to the places that you want to go in life. You know, a lot of people think that they can continue doing what they were doing when they were like, you know, on some street shit to really like, for example, I'm sure most of the people that watch this show have noticed the evolution of like a guy like Jay-Z, right? Where when he first started, he was on some street nigga shit. You know, he had gold teeth in his mouth and chains and 4-finger rings. And then he upgraded a little bit more, still had the baggy jeans, but he tried to upgrade it with the button up, and niggas was like, oh shit, Jay-Z with the button up, and every rapper started hitting with the button up. Right. And then until he went to become, you know, he like threw the shackles off of him, so to speak, and like switched up the team. You know, he was with Biggs Burks and Damon Dash, and he was like, man, I got to shake the spot. I got to evolve. I got to do, you know, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. So let me handle my business. Damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? And another line that he said was, he said, niggas is from the streets, but what the fuck are we doing all this for? So we could stay in the street? Like, what are we talking about? So a lot of people call Jay-Z a snake and this, that, and the third, and he's only here about the money. And look, man, I fucks with Jay-Z. I don't know who he is on a personal level because I've never been his friend. So there's no way he could double cross me. But looking at his evolution, I see that, you know, it takes more to not just stay, because remember, a part of staying, right, maintaining requires improvement.
Correct.
You understand? Maintenance requires evolution. Maintenance, because the thing is that whatever you're trying to maintain, remember, time don't move backward, time move forward. You understand? So if you're trying to maintain your position at a company, guess what? In order to stay marketable at the company that you're at, you have to evolve with your industry. But for example, if you don't get the new education or the new certification for, you know, let's just say you're an IT guy for a company where you run all their computer shit in their servers. You got to stay up on the server software, Windows, this, IBM, that, the all of that shit, the passwords, the whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's IT shit, all that computer shit, right? But what I do know is that every couple of years, if Bill Gates makes some new shit with IBM, nigga, you got to go learn that.
Right.
At the very least, you got to go to the convention where they talk about that type of shit, so you can stay on top of the new shit. So you could at least go to your boss and say, hey, listen, I think the company should invest in this new type of software because it's going to make everything easier and streamline the process for us to be more productive as a company, blah, blah, blah. Now, if your boss has competitors, meaning colleagues in the industry, that their IT guy is doing that, and you're not doing that, guess what? You're going to get fired. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because his colleagues have IT guys that are, all they doing is maintaining a position, mind you. If you understand what I'm saying, all they're really doing is maintaining their position. But like I said, time don't move backward and time don't stand still. Time move forward. So even though you're just trying to maintain, you're gonna have to evolve, even if it's just to maintain.
Absolutely.
Right.
You understand? Because especially if you're dealing with something like technology, but in any company, guys, this is why, a lot of these companies, you used to call customer service and an American person used to answer the phone. Hey, what's up? This is Bill. How can I direct your call? Now you got a person saying that their name is Bill, but they don't sound quite right. You understand? Or their name is Todd or Charlie, but they don't sound like Todd or Charlie. Hello, this is Todd. How may I direct your call? This is Charlie. Nigga, your name ain't fucking Charlie. But what are we hearing? We're hearing the evolution of the companies, right? Because the company said paying an American $15 an hour to answer my phones don't make no fucking sense. When I could send it across overseas, you know what I'm saying, and pay Punjab, $4.50 an hour. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the evolution of the company.
Yeah.
You understand? And somebody might look at it and be like, yo, that's slave labor. But Punjab is happy getting that $4.50 because until I brought my company over there, he wasn't even making that much.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And he gets to sit in the air conditioned office all fucking day. Punjab is loving it. Again, it's the evolution of the situation. And now I have more people to answer your calls and to give you customer service and all of this and all of that. You see what I'm saying? And all we was doing was maintaining. So what am I really saying? I'm saying that just based on the function of time, what got you here is not what's going to keep you here.
That's right.
Because shit is going to evolve. And if you're not ready, then you're going to get left. You see, like shit, even us, what we do, like, bro, when we first started, we used to just do like one YouTube video like a week, couple of YouTube videos a month. Now we're on this fucking shit every day, basically, bro.
Exactly right.
Like I'm on this shit doing a live in the morning time every day on my phone, niggas. I be walking through the park. People be looking at me like I'm weird. Like what is this nigga doing? What? And the white people be coming to me talking about, excuse me, what's that contraption you got there? Because I have my phone on like a gimbal so I could give, smooth footage and all this stuff. But I do it every day. I engage my audience every day because what got me and Lucario here is not what's going to keep us here. Right. We doing seminars in Vegas. I'm out here making soap and shit. Right. Wait, let me get the real shit. I'm out here making soap. Like my nigga, the soap boxes used to look like this when I first started.
Right.
Now the soap boxes look like this. Crazy. You understand? And there's a fucking QR code for niggas to order more soap. Evolution. You get what I'm saying? So what a lot of niggas think. See, a guy, and I'll end this with you. I know I'll be going off on diatribes and shit, but a guy on my live asked me this morning, Miles, could you talk about the importance of winning? And I told him, I said, see, here's the thing you gotta understand about winning. You can't be too invested in the emotional excitement of a win. And at the same time, you can't be too invested in the emotional excitement of a loss. The most important thing is the journey. Yep. You understand? Because in a contest of competition, your opponent is not really your opponent. The real opponent is you. It's just that your opponent serves as an agent to show you how much work you need to do. Your opponent is not your opponent. Your opponent is yourself. But when your opponent busts your ass, it's an indication that you got more work to do. Shout out to Errol Spence Jr. Anybody see the fight? Nah.
I heard about it. I
the dude got finished, man. That was horrible. That was horrible.
I don't even know who these guys are. I'm like,
right. Right. So the thing is that we can't get too excited in the win. Meaning, and when I say that, meaning, so now we got here, right? Like so now me and Lucario are at a point where we're actually making money off this business to pay our bills, where we don't have to have a job no more.
Right.
But nigga, that was in 2017. That was in 2017. And now we doing shows in Vegas and selling soap. You get what I'm saying? Evolution. Because we want to, and all we really trying to do is maintain. Right. We just trying to maintain the position of Mr. Lucario, Miles Cunningham, and we split this game. Shit, when we started, we ain't have no Bad Boy membership, but we have a Bad Boy membership, and the Bad Boy membership has over 100 different programs on it right now. When we started, we didn't have no masculine identity membership program, but now we have it now. And I remember the conversation. Me and Lucario was like, yo, Lucario was like, bro, you need to do more shit. We need to take the Miles Cunningham brand to the next level.
Right.
You understand? And that's when from that conversation, I brainstormed and then I came up with a masculine identity membership. And that still took like a good maybe 8 months to a year for me to actually come up with all the full idea from that conversation. But the point I'm trying to make is what got us here is definitely not what's keeping us here. What's keeping us here is all the new ideas. What's keeping us here is the fucking soap. What's keeping us here is the seminar that we're about to do in Vegas. What's keeping us here is the lives that Lucario does all the time. You know, coming up with new ideas. Like we got collaborations with other guys with the Real Game No Theory show, and I got another show called the Manhood is a Skill Set show, and so on and so forth. You understand? We have to evolve. We have to do more just to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
So that fuels the evolution. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 100%.
So this comment says, why get health insurance when you can get 5 times return with investing S&P 500 index? Yeah, I know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking
about. I mean, you know, this is the thing. I mean, you're getting ahead of yourself. That's the reality situation.
First of all, can we address that he said health insurance?
Yeah, that's what I was like heading at, because I'm like, health insurance what does that have to do with the S&P 500? You know, if he said life insurance, I can understand, but health insurance is completely separate. So you still need health coverage. That has nothing to do with investing in the S&P 500. Those are 2 different avenues that you're taking. So
I'm assuming he meant to say life insurance with the IUL. I'm assuming that's what he meant to say.
I hope so.
Assuming. Yeah. But even if that is the case, you don't want to not still, you know what I mean? You still don't want to not have both. You know what I mean? Like, you want to have all tools. The whole point is not to eliminate something; it's to maximize everything that you have.
Yeah,
so that you know.
But I want to say this, like his statement. Okay, let's just assume he meant to say life insurance.
Right.
That's number 1. Okay. And number 2. What the fuck is he talking about? Because the IUL follows the S&P 500.
Okay, what are you saying now? What
are we talking about?
Wait. First he said after that he said $250 a month for 35 years works out to $1.5 million, and then he says rather $350K with health insurance. Am I missing something?
But, yeah. What are you talking about? What?
I don't know.
You mean life insurance? What health 350K with health insurance?
Okay, he said he said he meant to say life insurance.
Yeah, so he did mean like okay.
And then what was the other bullshit? Let me see. I can't. Rather, he said $250 a month. Sorry, here we go.
$250 a month for 35 years works out to 1.5.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And then it says rather than $350K with health insurance.
Life insurance. Okay, so now I think I follow what he's saying though.
What is he saying?
First off, so this is the problem. This is why you got to call RKT Real Estate and Finance and actually kind of go through these things to understand how these tools work. Right. So pretty much from what he's trying to say is, it sounds like he's talking about a $350,000 term policy or something like that, because at the end of the day, $350,000 in the IUL performs way differently than what he's just saying. So right. it sounds like you're talking about a term policy, which is why you want to understand all the different types of policies and all the benefits. Because based off what he's saying, that would make sense, but because a term doesn't accrue any interest and you lose it. And he's saying instead save $250 a month by yourself at whatever case is, and then 35 years you got one. Which yes, logically yes, that is true. But no, if you didn't have a term, and that's why you got to call RKT Real Estate and Finance so we can break it down. We would tell you get an index universal life policy, which that $250 a month can get you probably 2.5 million versus the 1.5 million you're talking about, because you're actually gaining interest. Right. So that's why, now we get what you're saying. But
we're talking about just the principle of saving that amount of money, the $250 a month for 35 years. That's nothing to do with, like you said, with the interest that's added to that. So yeah.
And let me ask you guys, what about because I know, because I think he's comparing it to just having having an index fund, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you get taxed on capital gains on index funds?
So there's a cap. So for example, it's called a MEC. you know, a MEC policy. You can put but so much money into it before you get taxed on it.
Right.
So to put it in raw numbers, for example, if the policy you take out is $150 a month, the cap may be you can't put more than $372.52 a month, or else you will begin to get taxed at that point.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of how it works. There is a cap, but it's a good amount of money before you even get to that cap.
Right. And then the question is, so how does that work? Is like, say you got the IUL, because I know you guys were saying that with the IUL, you can accrue a certain amount of money and you can borrow against that money tax free.
Correct.
Correct. Whatever's in your cash, so whatever's in your cash value, that you could borrow from that. But like what Rashidi was saying, as far as the MEC is concerned, you only allowed to put in so much. That's the why there is the cap, because whatever flows over, whatever goes over that cap, you can still put it in, but that's when you start to get taxed.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like there's pros and cons to everything. Ali Khalid, but if you actually have real, because I know a lot of these YouTube niggas, all they really want to do is come on the show and try to discredit and disprove and be contrary to niggas. But if you really have a question, go to rktrealestate.com and set up a consultation and get the real facts. You understand? Because the whole time you saying health insurance, so apparently there's a part of you that don't know what the fuck you're talking about, even though you corrected yourself later on. So if you want, because I a lot of these niggas, bro, they got a lot of time on their hands and they just want to fucking come on here and try to make niggas look dumb, just for shits and giggles. But it's like, no, you're not Lucario and myself, but these two cats down here, these are professionals. These guys are certified. These guys took their test. I didn't even know what the fuck a MEC was just now. They brought up that shit on their own. I don't know nothing about that shit. You understand? So the thing is, if you want real information, go to rktrealestate.com and set up a consultation and really figure it out. You never know. You might be better off, instead of just getting the index fund. If you actually have the IUL, you get the benefits of an index fund. Plus, your family gets some money to fucking bury your bitch ass. No, let me stop. I didn't mean that. I'm just saying. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just joking. But
Bitch ass.
No, sorry. I'm just joking.
Ali said apologies for the confusion. So
it's all good. It's all good. The real thing, even with the last question, even with the question up on the screen, I mean, the real true thing is, it's okay to answer questions on this podcast, but these are real questions that will give you real answers and elaborate more with 30 minutes of our time. Then after that, you got to pay us. But if you actually condense these questions and we answer it in 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes of our time you're burning. And then you can actually learn a lot more stuff, which will automatically prompt you to get our services that's affordable to get you more money. So, I don't know what this abbreviation for CPN is. You got to tell me what that is. But your question alone is a question that you should book a consultation on. To be honest with you, go to the site and book an appointment.
CPN.
Yeah, I don't know what the abbreviation CPN is for.
A certified personal nipple pincher? Like what?
I don't know what the abbreviation is for. That but
I don't know what that is.
CPN.
I don't know what the CPN abbreviation is for.
A CPN is a 9-digit number that is formatted like a social security number. To create a false identity is illegal. What?
Oh, you talking about that other shit? Come on, man. Now I know what you're talking about. Now I know you wildin'.
A credit privacy number. Credit privacy number?
It is one of those numbers that you can use if you have bad credit. It is kind of like a fake social security, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But the point, this is the thing. Yeah, like 15 years ago, we'd have done something like that, but we way too far in advance to be going back to the olden random illegal joints that's not even really worth it. You know what I mean? We got too many legal ways to go about it. That's that fast money shortcut stuff. Where at the end of the day, though, like we actually got the tools to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like,
so Alante the trucker used to be a credit card scammer back in the day. And then after he got released from prison, he turned his life around and got into trucking. All right, Alante. You niggas go ahead, because Alante's mother could have stopped right there at Allen. But you know these black mothers these days, they gotta fuck niggas' names up and shit. A lot of times I'm joking, my nigga. Hey, everybody, I'm joking. Just trying to make the show more entertaining. That's all, guys. I'm joking. I love every last one of y'all. Thanks for tuning into the show, Ali.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate y'all. Don't get it twisted. Niggas just joking, bro. Seriously.
Yeah. And all jokes aside, everybody that put that question in there, the 2 people, go to the site and book an appointment. It's just that simple. We'll answer some real questions for you. Get you where your pockets need to be.
Right. Facts. Let me see. Somebody else says, does RKT Real Estate also handle investing in terms of crypto? Do y'all do crypto shit?
Nah, we not into crypto.
Not yet.
Not yet. Correct. Not yet.
What got them here is not what's gonna keep them here. So check back next week, nigga. You never know.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. We have some crypto, but we're not crypto experts as of yet. So we do invest in crypto, but on a minimal level. Right now is the learning stages with the crypto, with our own personal crypto.
Facts. Real shit. But good question.
Yeah,
That's a good question. Yeah.
Real talk. Any last words on this as far as like, what got you here is not what's going to keep you here? Any other things you think people should know? For me, just like what Kaleem said, man, just be comfortable being uncomfortable. Stop being complacent. Stop staying in the same spot. You know what I mean? When you start a race and you finish a race, you gotta do another race. You know what I mean? If you eat chicken every night, eventually you're gonna get tired of chicken. It's gonna taste the same. You know what I mean? Like nothing you can do the same. So stop treating your life that way. You know what I mean? Always try to advance and book an appointment.
Facts.
Real shit. Now, I agree with that. I feel like that's just a reality of life. If you want to like level up to another level, get to another joint, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to, try to do something either different or just upgrade what you've been doing. You understand what I'm saying to the next level? You know what I mean?
Right. And shout out to AJ Lino, because yes, he was the guy that asked about winning, and I did the breakdown on the live on this morning and stuff. So yeah, shout out to him real quick.
Real talk. Right. All right, people. So listen, man, make sure you guys go to RKT Real Estate and Finance or rktrealestate.com. You feel what I'm saying? So you can hit up Kaleem Rashidi. And yeah, man, we out of here. Peace. We gone. We out.